All right, looks like we're ready to rumble. And I'm with Buckman on this one. Let's light up those engines, fellas. What's going on? Good Friday afternoon, everybody. This is the proper way to spend our Fridays. What did I just do? I ask myself that often. What did I just do? So, here we are. Um, Glad to see everybody. Let's get started. What do I have my volume settings on? They're okay. How's everybody doing? I see we got a bunch of people. I noticed this before I loaded in earlier, and there's this dude in a 787 flying out of Trinidad. He's Lucifer 8330. Like, I don't know if I'd want to be called Lucifer. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Hans, Kenneth Ramos, hello sir. How are you? Wilhelm from Pfaffenhugen, Bill's here. Hans is here. Good to see everybody. I saw that Bob, aka Mishko Blue, is not going to be able to make it, which is a shame. Let's go external power supply on. We'll go mixtures and props full forward. Master and battery switches on. Fuel pumps on. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready for the end of the week. Let's open the fuel valves. Mags on number one, and Kashif Collins is going to be here from what I saw in the Discord, which is awesome. Hey Hans, how are you? Good to see you. And I'm glad that Kashif is able to join us today. I messed I messed him up earlier this week, and I apologize for that. Let's go toes on the brakes. We'll crack the throttles. Take a look outside. Make sure there's nobody out there to kill or maim. And we'll go right engine first. Good start. Oil pressure. Why do I have oil pressure on both sides if I have one engine started? Oh no, that's oil temperature. It would help if I knew what I was looking for. Hey Kashif, how are you? Good to see you. I'm glad we were able to do this today. I'm glad you're able to join. Run wild, what's going on? Let's make sure the left prop is clear. So, good start. Oil pressure is good. Let's go max to both. Close that. We'll go fuel pumps off. Check our fuel pressures. Fuel pressures are good. Avionics master on. Lean the mixtures for taxi. Alright, and the good thing is hopefully I'm not going to hit a building today. Once again, for anybody who didn't see this the other day, this is the Asobo version. I forget who did it, but this is the Asobo version of A&R Robinson International Airport here in Tobago, which is just like, I just think it's great. They did a really cool job with it. It's a neat airport. And yeah. So I guess we're gonna be making our right-hand turn here to get out to the let's see, to get out to the runway. Let's release the brakes. I almost added an airport to this flight today that's inland, south of Trinidad, because there was a really cool freeware available on FlightSim.to, but I just figured like it doesn't make sense to go far south and then come back up to go to the coast. But I mean, I don't know if you guys regularly scout freeware on FlightSim.to, but I do it all the time, and there's some seriously cool stuff on there. I got my computer volume down pretty low here. Let's wait for my GPS to come up. We'll set the altimeter. Alright, so the first half hour of this flight is going to be a lot of, whoopsie, let's go the other way. Going to be a lot of blue. Bathrooms are a disgrace. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm not a fan of public bathrooms. I'm really not. At least though in Europe, and they put proper doors on them. All right. hopefully that concludes our discussion of public bathrooms for today's flight. Alright, fuel pumps on, flaps are set, mixtures and props full forward. Seatbelts are secure. Let's get flying here, gentlemen. Look at this. Look at this. Alright. So, I did 2 flights today earlier in the Islander because I was gonna do a video on the update to the NVIDIA app, and the 555.99 driver killed me both times. Like, I just had these horrible stutters, and so I couldn't do it. Alright, let's go flying here. So I couldn't release the videos, which stung, but oh well. Such is my life. This is beautiful. Alright. So but I am using the updated NVIDIA app, and that dynamic vibrance I think makes a really big difference. I think it's pretty sweet. It's their AI, whatchamacallit. Like, it's like a one-click, like, visual upgrade. That's with it off. That's with it on. I just think it looks cool. Where am I going? I have no idea. Alright. So, goodbye to A&R Robinson. Tobago is a cool island. It really is a neat place to fly. I like flying down there. Alright, so one thing I think I am going to do is go to the south coast here. No, I guess it's the east, the very northeast point of Trinidad, and you can see there's 1,000 feet. Fuel pumps off, fuel pressure's good. Yen, how's it going? We're doing good. I'm sorry. So your PC's down, huh? That stinks. That stinks. Sorry to hear that, but I'm glad you could join us. But on the south, no, I keep saying south. On the northeast corner of Tobago is the Galera Point Toco Lighthouse. We've already stopped and looked at it. We looked at it at some other time when we were doing these flights. But I think I'm going to still go look at that anyway. So I'm going to head right for this spot right there. Right there. So we can see the lighthouse. So, Mike Coffee, what's going on? Stutter when you approach KPDX. Yeah, I tell you what, like, it's weird when you're used to not having stutters to get them again. I haven't had any in forever, and I got them with this new driver, and it stinks. And they always had, like, I mean, it wouldn't bother me too much if it happened right now, but it always happens on the, like, when you're approaching the ground, like, you know, for landing. It stinks. It really stinks. So, there was a runway excursion, American Airlines 737, I think it was, in Kingston, Jamaica last night, which is oh, cool, Yen, yeah, nice. Which is a little exciting, I'm sure, for the people who were on the plane. So, but I don't think anybody got hurt in that. And then there was let's see, when was it? Maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, there was a JetBlue A321 coming out of Barbados and didn't make it very far. They had some sort of systems failure, and they had to come back and land. What was weird about that is I think it was out of Barbados, but they had like a systems failure, and then they flew an RNP approach on the way back in. So I'm like, I think if you had like major systems problems, I think an RNP approach is probably kind of maybe the last one I would fly. I don't know. Seems kind of strange, but you know, that TBM 850. I want to. Yeah, I think I'm going to go back to that. I'm going to go back. I think to the 555-85. My problem is I updated the driver and the app beta at the same time, and sometimes when you update apps, it like changes the settings. I don't think it did, but like sometimes they have like background highlight recording and stuff like that, and that can cause stutters. So I don't know. I mean, I may just live with it. I'm sure they're gonna whatever are bad. Like there are so many reports on the Boeing trying to launch a rocket. Yeah, there's so many reports on the forums, on the NVIDIA forums, about how bad this driver is, that I'm fairly certain they're probably going to release a hotfix pretty quick, but we'll see. Look at this, Jim Bridgman is here. Where's Jim Bridgman going? Wilhelm, are you on a 4090 by any chance? Because most people that I've heard that are having no problems with with this driver are on 4090s, and I'm too cheap to buy a 4090. I'm not really. But the reason I don't upgrade my system is because then I couldn't test stuff. Plus, I'm pretty happy with the system I have. Alright, let's go a little bit of rudder here. Yeah, so, yeah, 49. You know what's funny? Every person who has told me they don't have any problems with this driver is on a 4090. Everyone. So, that's probably what they optimized it for. The 4090s. But Mike Coffey, I think that rocket went pretty well, did it not? I think that. Which, I mean, rockets either go one way or the other. It's either a success or it's a failure. There's really nothing in between. You know? Like, either you've been launched into space or you had a really bad day. Kashif, yeah, you know what? That's the reason why I haven't flown that in a in a stream yet, is because it's so fast. Like, it's not really a getting around. You know, it's not really a sightseeing airplane. Alright, I'm gonna pull some power. I'm gonna go down so we can go look at the lighthouse over here. I'm gonna go right by. I should have started coming down earlier. Matey, what's going on? How are you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, right? So, but I like having these 4 o'clock streams because they keep me focused at work, and I can get my stuff done, and so I can be ready to stream on time. Get my headset set here. So, Buckman in trail. I like that 172 back there. 172 is a good plane. 172 is a good plane. You know, Mike, that's one of the cool things about the TBM is the TBM is such a versatile airplane. You could easily. Like that was one of the things I really liked about the oh, Andrew, what's going on? That was one of the things I really like about the TBM is that it's as much fun to fly for a 50-mile hop as it is for a 500-mile hop. You know, you can still catch us, yeah, or you can catch us at Piarco, Andrew. We'll be there shortly. So the lighthouse is down here. There's an old airstrip right here, which is really pretty cool. I'll pull some more power here. Yeah, you can see the right there is the that's all right, Mike. Some days you gotta have those like tech days where you're just trying to get things squared away. I think I've also figured out my control settings for this plane. I'll tell you after I land this next landing. Whoa. See that? This is like an old airstrip right here. And then there's the lighthouse. It's really pretty cool. Really pretty cool. I thought I remembered somebody doing a freeware version of this airstrip, but it could just be my imagination. But this is one of my favorite spots in the World Update 16. I've landed there before. It's pretty neat down there. So what we got? Alright. Whoopsie. 1,500 feet descent rate. Not good. Alright. I'm gonna bring it around. There's Jim Bridgman. There's Jim Bridgman. Alright, let's go. Bring the props back up. I don't have the Bing Maps going either, the update. And the updated Bing Maps in Trinidad are great. I checked them out the other day. Whoopsie. So cook or saucer, that's gotta be you, Kashif, huh? That's great. Alright, so the other thing they have freeware on FlightSim.to, they have a recreation of a U.S. Army Air Base in Trinidad from like the Second World War. It isn't? That's weird. It should be if you've got World Update 16, it should be there. Have my flaps down? No. And I was gonna suggest that we download that and go fly and check that out, but then I realized that perhaps not everybody thinks the U.S. military is really cool. See that pause right there? I don't know if you guys will be able to see that in the stream, but I just got a nice big pause. But yeah, it's cool stuff, no? It is cool stuff. Yeah, rum punch is a quality beverage, it really is. It really is. I'm a little parched right now that I think about it. Oh gosh. Alright. Nice. I think it's the new driver, Andrew. I think it's the the 555.99 driver, because I don't have rolling cache turned on. I turn rolling. Oh, Kashif, you're getting to me, man. I love rum punch. Rum punch is delicious. It really is. What was I gonna say? Now you got me thinking about rum punch. I can't remember what I was gonna say. Where was it? Oh yeah. So like I don't know when I did it, but at some point I turned the rolling cache off, and then I forgot about it. And I realized after like a couple months of running the sim with no rolling cache, like I don't. It took me. I mean, it was a good couple months that I was flying without it, and then I finally realized it, and the sim ran fine without it. So I was like, no reason to turn it back on. 151 from Antigua. 151 is literally like rocket fuel. There is a 151 that tastes pretty good though. I can't remember what it is. But gosh, it looks beautiful down here. Nice. Pickleball. Pickleball's a weird game. Why did everybody get obsessed with pickleball all of a sudden? Like it came out of nowhere. I've heard it makes a really annoying sound if you're not the one playing it. If you're near a pickleball court, I've heard it's pretty annoying. Look at this. One of the things that I think looks really, really good in the sim is the trees. That looks really sharp to me. I know it's darn good. So, and the haze is looking good too. See, like the horizon, how it's like kind of undefined. That is very realistic, in my opinion. You know, so we'll come down, do a left downwind runway 10. I love this airport. I love flying in and out of Trinidad. It's a really cool airport. It's also fun because of these mountains over here, like departing and arriving. It's kind of entertaining. Makes for a good entertaining flight. Whoopsie, that's not what I meant to do. Let's see here. Right. I wish they showed the speeds in addition to the altitudes. That'd be pretty cool. Trinidad is looking good. I think this just looks awesome. This looks really awesome. Did I turn my transponder on? Nope. You know, Magnum, I think you're absolutely right, and I'm fairly. They talked about it. They've talked about it a couple times actually. That there's going to be herd animals and which is pretty cool. I mean, you wonder what kind of performance impact stuff like that will have. My guess is probably not much, but. I wonder what this is over here. Anybody who can tell us? My guess is that color is actually real. I wouldn't think this has got to be like some sort of extraction site for something. I'm curious to know what it is. Just got another pause. I haven't had a pause in who knows how long. If you're using GeForce Experience, it's all F1. That's what I use. Just the whoa. The standard one is all F1. Quarries. Okay, yeah, that makes total sense. That makes total sense. Because there's some like weird colors that look fake. That looked real to me, which is pretty impressive if you think about it, Andrew. You know, like Shift Z. I just got another pause. It's got to be the driver. It's got to be the driver. Yep, that's Andrew. That's exactly what I figured. That's exactly what I figured. Ah, there's the airport right in front of us. Radeon. Yeah, there should. I forget what's the Radeon program called. I forget. I think I have it on my computer actually. Or at least on my old computer. And this is an old airport. I knew there was an old airport over here somewhere. This right here is an old airport. I've landed here too. I forget what airport it used to be. But that's really pretty cool. I love seeing this. I love seeing the rows in the farmland. It's really cool. National racetrack. Yeah, it's very close. It's very close. I did some exploring around here. Actually, I've done it a couple times. Done some exploring around Trinidad. It's a cool island. It really is. I think it's a pretty cool island. Yeah, it is a little bumpy. It is a little bumpy, Kenneth. Yeah, I love flying around Trinidad. I think it's a cool place. So there's quite a variety of like scenery and landscape and so on and so forth, and history too. Read that. We got a racetrack. This is awesome. Look at this. So cool. Alright. Gosh. And for whatever I don't know why, I guess the Bing data for Andrew, I would love to visit Trinidad in real life. I'd absolutely love to. No concrete plans as yet, but I would love to do it. Scott, greetings again from Canada. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, you were on the other day. Was it the other yesterday or last week? I think it might have been last week. But thanks, Scott. I appreciate that. We got a lot of Canadians on here. Mike Coffey, Buckman. Mike Coffey's always telling us which Canadian parts are in which airplanes. But for some reason, the Bing data seems really good in Trinidad because you can see the detail of the ground. It's fantastic. I mean, these fields and stuff, they look great. It's really, really good. All right, so there we are. That's where I start all of my ATR flights, is right over there, gate 15, 16, somewhere over there. Alright. Last week, yeah, Scott. I appreciate you coming back. It's good to see you again. Alright, we'll go fuel pumps on. Let's pull the nose up, get back into flap range here. A Beach, another Canadian. We got, I'm not too far from Canada, actually. I am and I'm not, because New York State is huge. But I'm only from Montreal or Toronto, only a couple hours drive. Says no way to mod or auto FPS. I just think the look at this. It looks tremendous. And this is without the map mod. I think it looks very, very good. Let's get ourselves into flap range here. Le Mans is a good track to visit and has the airport right next to it. Alright. Wait a minute, how far out have I gone? Oh, not too bad. It's getting the flap range here. And I think, there we go, full flaps. Mixtures and props full forward. And I think that, the realistic turbulence has gotten way, way better. I've been flying realistic turbulence for about, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks now. After having it on low for about a year because the realistic one annoyed me. Yeah, A Beach. So which part of Canada are you from? So I'm in New York, so I'm East Coast. I've been to Montreal. I have been to, is it Edmonton, which is over near Montreal? Or am I just making that up? That was a long time ago. I was a mere youth when I did that. We went on a trip with a couple of buddies of mine in like the second year of college because we could drink in Canada and we couldn't drink here. So reasonably, we were like, hey, let's go to Canada and have some beer. And we did. It was a good time. Montreal was fun. Alright. Okay. It's one of those approaches where I just don't feel good. I don't know why. It doesn't feel good. It feels draggy to me, but another cool thing about this sim is you can actually feel how the plane. I think you get a really good feel for what the plane is doing. I'm gonna go pull over to the taxi over to the south side over here and check out the airport. Power coming out. See, that's way, way, way too much energy. Watch how much I want to float. Watch this. I was going to try to see how long I could float for. And the answer would have been a long time. So this is the Payware package of Trinidad, Tobago, and Grenada, which ruined our flight into Grenada the other day. So unfortunately, you can't separate the Edmonton's on the other side of the country. That's what I thought. I'm trying to remember then what we went to a city near Montreal, and now I can't think of what it was. If I look on a map, I'll be able to tell you very quickly. You know, about 5 years ago, everybody was talking about how good AMD was, and so on and so forth. And I know this is completely anecdotal and doesn't really mean anything, but I So I got what I thought was a pretty good AMD rig for prepared, for running prepared, and it was bad. It was bad. It wasn't like really bad. I just didn't get the performance that I thought I was going to get, and so I used that computer for my work computer, and then bought a GTX 1080 machine for flight simming. So the next airport, I'm sitting here talking, I'm not paying any attention. Bombasso, what's going on? Let me see here. Camden Airfield, Tango Tango Charlie Oscar. I mean, it's there, it's right there. I don't need to put that in. Nah, I don't need to put that in. Let's go. Let's go, go, go. Edmonton is in Alberta. Edmonton is the capital of Alberta, is it not? Didn't they have the Olympics there one year, like in... No, it was Calgary. Alright. Don't ask me any questions about... Here comes Jim Bridgman. Oh, here we go. We're gonna watch Jim. Gotta watch Jim make his landing here. I don't know why I get into those... Let's see, mixtures of possible. Forward fuel pumps on, flaps are set. I don't know why I get into these. I just get into these approaches that feel like low energy, draggy approaches, and I hate it. I do it in real life too, and it just doesn't feel good. I don't know what the problem is. I feel like I have the numbers right, like my airspeed is correct, my vertical speed's okay, but I just don't. It just doesn't feel right. I don't know why. All right. Heading indicator checks for the runway number. Let's set the altimeter. Set the heading indicator. Alright, takeoff power is coming in. That's an Amerijet 767, by the way. They've got that in the scenery. I think it's pretty cool. There's 70 knots. And let's go flying. As my friend Pete would say, let's go commit aviation. Oh, this looks so cool. I love this view. And I was going to say, I'm going straight up right now. That's only probably, that says 20 degrees nose up. It's probably not. Because that would be darn near the critical angle of attack. And we don't want to do that now, do we? Alright, there's 25, 25. I think 1,500 feet is going to be perfect for this trip over to Camden. Actually, maybe even 1,000 feet would be fine for this. It's pretty quick. Yeah, we'll do 15. Pretty quick flight. Alright, let's get the nose down. Flaps are up, 1,000 feet. Fuel pumps coming off. And fuel pressures are good. Trying to fly more by attitude lately. Even though on departures and climbs you should fly in airspeed. So, CPU, RL2 cache, AMD X3 cache stuff. Ah, I see. Why is the plane doing that? There's 1,500 feet. Let's go 23, 23. Let's go 23, 23, and let's matriculate over. See how good this looks, this scenery? I think it looks good, good, good. I'm assuming they just have more data for Trinidad than they have for a lot of the other islands. A lot more satellite data. The Rangers is feeling shaggy chai tea. I like matcha tea. Matcha tea is good stuff. Jeez, it is bumpy out here, but it's pretty realistic though, because if you've got a lot of heat, which you've got here, and you've got a lot of varying surfaces, buildings, parks, then concrete, etc., you're gonna get some turbulence for sure. Buildings are looking. This is what I love in Trinidad. I just love it. I think it looks so cool. I absolutely love the farm fields. Absolutely love the farm fields. So, jeez. Let's see, what runway do we have? RJ the Virus, what's going on? Pure life, my friend, pure life. How you doing? Good to see you. Iced matcha wet grass. That sounds like something that used to be illegal. Yeah, Hans, it just looks awesome. It really does. That's why I always love flying in and out of Trinidad. Alright, let's find out what runway we got. We have runway 11 at Camden Field. And I hope you guys picked up the freeware for this because it's really good. It's really good. Let's see here. Concern. Yeah. Oh, Sky. I just saw your comment right now. We definitely had too many Canadian cocktails during that trip. I was maybe 20, and with my two buddies, we were actually counselors at a music camp that summer. And yeah, we pretty much went to Canada, and it was a drunken riot for about 3 days. But those days are long over. We are much more distinguished now. Oh gosh, that was a fun trip. I didn't know. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So that right there, I believe, is the airport. Which makes you wonder why I haven't started coming down yet. Alright. There we go. Runway 11. Yes, that I believe is it. I think it's right where these buildings are. Right there. Oh my gosh, Montreal. You know what's funny? One of the things I remember about that Montreal trip, and don't ask me why I remember this, but we got talking. We were at some random bar, and I got talking to this kid from Boston, and I couldn't understand a word the kid was saying. He had that thick Boston accent. And I couldn't understand. I was just like nodding my head. Yep, sure, you betcha. No idea what he was saying. Of course, he might have been overserved himself at that point, which may have had an impact on the whole situation. But I mean, look at these farm fields. I think it looks great. And I think I need to start getting down here, or else we're not going to be landing at Camden. There's 90 knots, flaps coming in. And look at that, some farm buildings like that. Alright, so 80 knots. Let's get ourselves pegged here, 80 knots. And then we can do what we need to do. See, this is what I don't like. I don't know what it is. So 80 knots, but I'm dropping like a stone. And then Hans Boone has got this nailed. Look at that. So I'm losing quite a bit of altitude. I'm spending a lot of energy to maintain this 80 knots. Right? And then as soon as you start shallowing it out, it just feels very draggy to me. And then you start having to add quite a bit of power to maintain your glide, and I just don't like it. I don't like it, and I don't know why. I don't know what gets me into this situation. Probably from being too high is what it is. Being too high and then having to drop a lot of altitude. And trying to do it at a slower airspeed, and that just makes your life more difficult. Alright. This is looking pretty good. Power all the way out. Alright, come on, baby. See, and now we're gonna run out of energy. See? Alright. Alright, that's a little better. I'm gonna make a positive touchdown here. At least I'm gonna try to. There we go. Alright. Not too bad. I think my problem is just coming in too high. And then trying to maintain a reasonable airspeed, but in order to do that, you gotta drop a lot of altitude. It's just messy. Not good. Not good. Gotta clean up our flying here. Let me see here. Alright, let's lean the mixtures. Let's watch some landings here. Catch up on the chat. Let's see, Wicked Pizza. That's probably, I'm assuming that is a microbrew. Am I right? Am I right? You didn't find the French hard to understand yet? No, but I never forget that dude from Boston. I was like, what on earth is this guy talking about? No, so Mike, this is not stock scenery. This is freeware though, which is pretty cool. And whoever did it did like this, and there's more actually down at this end. They did some more stuff down at this end. It's really a pretty cool little airport. I've had this little airport forever, like for ages. I always thought it was a pretty cool one. I used to fly in and out of here in the Cessna 152 a lot, just for entertainment. Yeah, Mike, it is. It is for sure. I mean, I don't have a lot of experience flying the Islander in real life, but I have done it. And I mean I've flown it, and I've also watched a zillion Islander videos, and the power settings and everything are pretty similar, and the performances are pretty similar to what we get. And actually, this is really, I think one of the things I've also realized about this plane is you really don't have to mess with the sensitivity settings too much, because the flight model is very good. Flight model is very good. This is one of the first planes to adopt the CFD, what is it? Continual fluid dynamics or whatever. Bachman on the way in. Let me clear the runway here. He's coming in hot. He's coming in hot. Chop and drop, baby. Chop and drop. He's gonna buzz me. He's gonna be Buzzman. Always send out a bunch of planes out here. But yeah, and so you can see there's another whole end to this airport, and they did some really like detailed buildings and stuff. It's pretty cool, I have to say. Trinidad, yeah, it's the airport identifier is in the description. It's Tango Tango Charlie Oscar. Tango Tango Charlie Oscar. I just typed it in. It's a cool little airport. I like it. So where are we going now? That's a good question. Should probably figure that out before I take the runway, huh? Flash just ramp again. Alright, where are we going now? Hold on here. We are now going to Sierra Victor Golf, India. So this one I'm going to put in on the old system here. I think. Sierra. Okay, this is where you watch me do my alphabets here in my head. Sierra. Victor. It's kind of embarrassing doing that in public. Alright, here we go. Golf. And India. I don't think this is going to be too long of a leg. Maybe 25 minutes, 20 minutes. Hotel India. Alright, yes, please. Which direction are we going, sir? We're going to go west. Alright. So, enough of me sitting here doing nothing. Let's go flying. Let's go flying. Alright. Mixtures of... Oh my gosh, you're an idiot. I didn't have my props full forward on landing. That's really poor. Alright. Takeoff power is coming in. Takeoff power is set. Engine instruments are in the green. Airspeed's alive. I'm attending to non-flying tasks on the roll, which is no good. That was actually a perfect takeoff right there. If your airplane is trimmed properly, it should take off by itself. I think a good takeoff is very underrated. I think a good takeoff is very underrated. Let's see here. Your kid's turn. He was doing good last 15 minutes. Alright. Buckman Jr. Was he the one doing the kamikaze? Alright, let's get the nose down here a little bit. And get the flaps coming up. Alright. Whoa. Oh, we're gonna be right into the sun. 1,000 feet. That's a cool little plane. Cool little airport, no? I really thought so. Alright, let's get the nose down here a little bit. And we're going to trim for 100 knots. And these next couple airports are stock, so not really expecting a whole lot. I think I've landed at both of them at some point or another. But there's 100 knots. Looking good. And again, I will say it one more time. I think the scenery in Trinidad is spectacular. It's some of the best in the Caribbean, in my opinion, in this flight simulator of ours. Just very, very cool scenery. Alright, so there's 2,000 climbing 3,000. Let's keep our power up here. So what is our exact heading? It is not this. 294. Alright, 294, and I'm going 310. So that's about 294 right there. So, yeah, Magnum, you and me both, brother. You and me both. I would love to do this, and I think the Islander would be the perfect airplane. I think the Islander would be a really good personal travel airplane, even though it's probably not used for that anywhere on Earth. But to me, it'd be a great personal travel airplane. 300 horsepower engines, good view, you know, decent speed, good carrying capability. Kashif, how much different is your weather looking than what you see here from us? 'Cause I like WeatherForce. I think WeatherForce is really good. But the live sim weather has been really good for the past couple, maybe week and a half has been really good. I don't know if it's like, I don't know, I feel like the in-sim live weather sometimes is awesome. It goes through periods of being really, really good, and then it goes through periods of being non-existent. Veil 9248. I'm using the what am I using? Tobii Eye Tracker 5. So that's what you see with the head movements. Highly recommended. It's a really cool piece of kit. Too many Comanche liveries. But yeah, Magnum, I would love to do this in real life. It would be so much fun. I watched a series of videos on YouTube that I think I've mentioned it before. There's a guy who it's actually got better colors. Okay. You know, it's funny. I could turn it on and just see. Yeah, let's give it a try. What do you say? What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? We'll set it to clear skies. Oh, now my airplane's gonna go crazy. Added tornadoes in 2024. Now, let me see here. Now let me fire up WeatherForce and let's see what we get here. Alright, so let's see what WeatherForce gives us. I'm just gonna let the plane nosedive. Alright, see, now it's filling in. Doesn't look too much different. Yeah, I guess it looks... I would say they're both relatively close. Magna, they talked about it at one point. I think the glare is a little bit stronger. Why is the plane nosediving? I think the glare is a little bit more pronounced with REX, but overall, I think the regular live weather wasn't too bad. And once again, why is the airplane diving? And why am I flying that way? So I don't know what else they're doing besides tornadoes. Am I getting carb ice? No. So why? Just can't figure out why all of a sudden my plane is... Why my plane is nosediving here. Alright, we've lost 500 feet. Why don't we bring in some power and climb back up to where we should be. Nice. Oh, Kashif, cool. Awesome, thank you. Alright, there we go. Now, let's come back here. 23 squared. And let's level off. Sandstorms. I saw a video of a crazy sandstorm. I think it was in Egypt. That is one thing I would not want to experience, is a sandstorm. And I think from the sounds of things, Mrs. IslandSimPilot is home early, which is good. Which is good, good, good. So, what do we got? So what is this airport here? It is Almirante Cristobal Colon Airport. And I probably just butchered that. Alright, runway 0523. Winds are 100 at 12, so runway 5 is what we're looking for. And why can I not hold heading or altitude? It's poor flying. Oh, did they really? Did I check that out? I probably didn't. Oh, okay. I can't check it right now. Yeah, like I mentioned a bunch of times that to me RX is really good for over water because they synthesize they take weather data, like large scale weather data, because obviously like if you're over open water, there's not a lot of weather data available for it because there's not much in the way of weather stations and so on. But they do they take weather data from like all over the world and interpolate it for over water flight, which is really pretty cool. So I agree with you on that one, Kashif. Let's get back down to 3,000 feet here. You know, I think you can land pretty much anywhere, can't you? See, and this is where my instrument instructor used to yell at me, and he'd be like, "Why are you flying?" Because I'm supposed to be at 3,000 feet. That's what my I mean, just what I decided to fly at. So why am I at 3,200 feet? Why am I doing that? And he used to yell at me and say, "Don't tolerate it." And he was right. Because as Jim Bridgman knows, instrument instructors are always right. He was. So. What do we got? Let's see. As a bush pilot, exactly. Exactly. Let's see here. We're not too far away. About halfway there. So I think, given the fact that Mrs. IslandSimPilot is home early, I think I'm probably going to bag it at this upcoming airport, and we'll stop here. Yeah, Kashif, it definitely changes the sky colors for sure. For the better, in my opinion. You know, it's funny because people will look at this and they'll be like, "Oh, it's too bright." I mean, have you know, anybody who says that has never been outside in the Caribbean with no sunglasses on. This is exactly what it looks like. I mean, it's blindingly bright. And I was wondering, actually, I wonder if anybody's ever thought about doing a sunglasses app because if you see this, like it blocks out the sun and you can actually see the the terrain. I wonder if anybody's ever thought about doing a sunglasses app or a sunglasses mod in the sim. That'd be kind of cool, huh? Yeah, Magnum, you're absolutely right. I've seen that actually. I've seen videos about that. And Kashif, you are pulling ahead of the pack because your airplane's like twice as fast as mine. Yeah, kind of. It's so bright. People are like, oh, wow, the colors look washed out. Yeah, go outside when it's 95 degrees out with no sunglasses on and look in the direction that the sun is coming from and tell me what you see. Nothing is the answer because it's so bright, you know? I mean, I think this is pretty good in terms of what it actually looks like. What's not good is the fact that I am now 300 feet below my altitude. Kenneth, that's another place I want to see. I want to go to Puerto Rico. I'd love to go see Puerto Rico. Alright, hold on, come on. If you saw like a vertical track of my flight today, I'd look like a drunk. Yeah, sun is hot there, I believe you. I believe that. Hold on, I'm gonna send. Let's see here. Let's see here. Short is tinted enough to be illegal in Florida, yeah. I thought they didn't really care about that in Florida. In New York, you can't. They don't go for that at all. The really tinted windows. Let's see here. Windows are tinted heavy in the Skyvan. I should get that. Is it? It's basically only a it's a cargo plane, right? Cargo and a jump plane. So, oopsie. So, let's see. We are in the wrong direction. We are at the wrong altitude. This is a real success. Okay. Let's see here. We gotta be getting relatively close. Whoops. Alright, let's bring this in a little closer. Alright. How's everybody doing so far? We got Hans Boone. Oh, that is motoring right there. That's a plane that I never flew that I always wanted to. This is a C-700. That is a cool airplane. That is a cool airplane. So, turboprops, yeah. I was watching a video today. One of our channel friends, Nailani, does these great flight simulator videos. But he posted a couple real flights that he did on I forget the name of the airline. It's like a local airline down in the Caribbean, and he flew from Dominica to St. Lucia and back. And I swear to God, on both landings, it was the heck is that thing called again? It's like the Beech 1900, I think. But on both landings, the pilot threw the props in the beta at like 10 feet above the ground, which I don't think is a really good idea. That is pretty cool. How do you like that plane, Willem? Do you like it? I like. As a matter of fact, the same developer that did the Islander did the short 360 and the short 330. Let me look at that. And I just never got those. The short's 360. Yeah, so that's from the same family, no? The yeah, Magnum I do too. It's funny. What's that thing called again? The Skyvan. So what's the difference between the Skyvan and okay, the Short Brothers stretched the Skyvan by 12 feet to create the 330 in 1974. And then the 360 is an additional 7 feet. Okay, so the Skyvan, I say as I'm flying straight into a mountain. The Skyvan is the predecessor to the 330 and then the 360. And I am in complete IMC right now. Kenneth, you probably see a ton of those down there, right? They fly a lot of those Skyvans out of San Juan, I think. Not the Skyvan, the 360 or the 330. And Kenneth, if you're not on the Discord, join the Discord, because I can help you with the Twin Otter, and I've told like 4 people that, and I haven't given it. I'm sorry, everybody. Yeah, they fly the shorts from San Juan to Princess Juliana all the time. You see it landing there all the time. That'd be a cool job, in my opinion. I'm thinking anything flying in the Caribbean would be a cool job. Alright, how far away are we? Not very, I don't think. We are 5 miles out, which means I am way too high. 360 is good. It doesn't surprise me. So they're the same people that made this airplane. And this airplane is great. So where is our airport here? Where is our airport? This might wind up being a really cool airport. Because all airports that are on the water are very cool, in my opinion. So where are you, airport? Oh, it's probably right there. Okay. Oh, your Twin Otter broke after some update 15. That stinks. And they said they were going to do something with the Twin Otter, and it would have been the perfect airplane to have. Look at that, there's somebody in a Concorde. Huh? It would have been a perfect airplane to have as the local legend for World Update 16 Caribbean. But of course they didn't do that. Look how detailed this is for stock scenery. How cool. It's like you can see the dock and the harbor and everything. That's crazy. It's beautiful. Alright. Go fuel pumps on. Go flaps 15. And let's try to make it a respectable landing. I'm trying to see what altitude that Concorde is at, but I can't. Alright. There's the white arc. Full flaps. Fuel pumps are on. Flaps are set. Mixtures and props full forward. Alright. Let's see here. Let's see if we can make one decent approach. This one feels pretty good. This one feels pretty good, actually. Let the nose come down a little bit. Get some airspeed. Let the nose come down a little bit. Am I the only one landing north? I think I am. This feels pretty good right here. Alright. It's 80 knots, 400 feet a minute. Not too bad, not too bad. Alright. Come on, baby. Come on. This isn't really not too bad for stock scenery either. In my humble opinion. Alright. That approach felt so much better. A little bit overdone there with the rudder on touchdown, but that's not too bad. This really isn't too bad for, I mean, the scenery coming in over the water, airport really doesn't look too bad. I mean, geez. What a sim that we have. We are pretty darn lucky. We really are. Alright, there's mixtures lean for taxi. Now let's put the flaps up. Fuel pumps coming off. And we're good to go. Catch up here. Who's coming in? Got Jim Bridgman coming in. We got Run Wide. We got Mr. K. We got Hans Boone. I mean, really, the stock sceneries are not bad for the most part. Some of them are tragic, but I mean, overall, it's really not too bad. I'm trying to think of there's one that's really bad, and I can't remember what it was. And I was there recently. But this one really isn't too bad at all. Alright, throttles to idle. Cut off. Mixtures to idle. Set the parking brake. We'll come off with the lights. It's like everybody's down safe. We got avionics master off. Mags off. Flaps are up. Fuel pumps are off. Avionics or master and battery switches off. Lights are all off. Parking brake is set. Let's open the doors. And another successful flight. Not bad. What do you think, guys? Here comes Jim. Here comes Bill. Let's see what we got here, fellas. Jim's going to show us how it's done. There he goes. There he goes. He's going to show us how it's done. Very nice. Very nice. Buckman coming in. I don't think he's going to buzz this time. I think he's going to actually land. Let's see what we got here. That's looking good too. He's going to put it right down on the captain's bars. Look at that. Right on the 1,000-foot markers. That's what we like to see. So I had one decent landing out of what? 3? 4? Let's see here. Buckman, your twatter is good to go. Yeah, that Concorde was pretty cool, right? I thought that was pretty wild. He's right there. He's coming down 32,000 feet. Let me see if I can find him on Volanta. Where are you? If I had to guess, he's not on Volanta. I was gonna say, if I had to guess, I would say he's probably going into maybe maybe Caracas, but he's not on Volanta. Wherever he's going, 27,000 feet. He's coming down somewhere. Maybe he's going into like, maybe he's going into Trinidad. Who knows? But that's really pretty cool. So I gotta say, this scenery, like the area is pretty nice. It's really not bad. You know, look at this. I gotta get a picture of this. That's awesome. I couldn't tell if lore. I think lore 44444445 is with us because if that's you, raise your hand because they landed at the last airport with us. Um. Oh, the so your controls got messed up, huh, Mike? Hmm. Yeah, one decent approach. One decent approach is about all I can give you. Magnum, yeah, exactly. um, awesome flight. This was a good one. I enjoyed this. Scenery is really cool. And what was I gonna say? I don't know. I just think Friday night, Friday afternoon, good way to end the week. You know, see that Concorde coming down now, 25,000. He's got to be going to maybe Barbados. I would guess either Barbados, maybe Grenada. I would bet they're going to Grenada. I bet you that's where he's going. 25,000 feet, depending on how far out he is. Pretty cool. Hans, you're so welcome. You are so welcome. I appreciate that. I appreciate you taking part. I appreciate everybody coming out. It's a good time. Enjoyed this one. And Kenneth, join the Discord if you're not in there already. I swear I've told like at least three people this. Somebody sent. I probably shouldn't even be saying this on a public thing, but somebody sent me a copy of the Twin Otter, and I can send you a copy of the Twin Otter. So, um, we will leave that at that. But, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, Concord Island Hopper. Everybody, thank you so much. Wilhelm, Hans, Kenneth, good to see you. Magnum. Yeah, the airport in Jamaica, it is very nice. Um, there's some great, there's some really good freeware sceneries in Jamaica. Really good freeware sceneries. Next weekend, should be able to join. That's good stuff. Thank you, Mike, for watching along. We appreciate it. Magnum, good to see you. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate it very much. Buckman, thank you, sir. You're good. You're a good man. And who else did we get here today? We got Kashif was with us today, which is fantastic. I feel so much better that we were able to get the flight together. Kashif, thanks for joining. Good to see you again as well. And Vale 9248 was here earlier. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Scott Kelly, appreciate. Good to see you again. Oh man, Enzer, I totally missed your comment. I apologize. Enzer Gums was with us earlier. If you're not with us anymore, Enzer, my apologies. I wasn't looking at the chat earlier. And if you are here, thank you for coming out. It's good to see you. Apologize about that, Enzer. RJ the Virus was with us, which is good stuff. Bombasso was here earlier, which is good stuff. Andrew Carr, A Beach, man, we had a great turnout today. Really good turnout. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. And yeah, so we will see. Sunday is so far a go. I will let you guys know as soon as I can. Hopefully tomorrow I'll confirm it. I just got to make sure I don't have anything else going on. And Hans Boone, I think that's a great idea. I think that's a great idea. I think a Sunday stream in Europe would be perfect. We'd have to do it. We'd have to roll the time back a little bit. We'd have to roll the time back a little bit because either that or start at like 10 a.m. One of the two, which we could do. Oh, you know what? I just remembered. I do have a conflict on Sunday. Here's an idea. So the Canadian Grand Prix is Sunday at, I'm assuming about 3 p.m. Hold on, let me look. Canadian Grand Prix is what time on Sunday? Speaking of Canada. Speaking of Canada. It is at 2 p.m. on Sunday. So if you guys want to, we could do like a 10 a.m. stream on Sunday and fly in Europe. That's not a bad idea. That's actually a pretty cool idea. And Kashif, that's awesome. I can't wait to see that. Um, Let me think about it. If you guys are game, I'm game. 10 a.m. Sunday, that would be what, 1600 Zulu on Sunday? No, that would be 1400 Zulu on Sunday. Oh, Kenneth, I've done Culebra a bunch of times. It's one of my favorite. Man, you know what? I'm gonna hold on. Let me. I gotta share this with Kenneth because let's see. Island Sim Pilot. I'm googling myself right now. I want to show you this, Kenneth. You're gonna love this. Yeah, this is the one I want to show you. All right, Kenneth, you gotta check this out. Watch this video. This is just for you, sir. Hans Boone. Wait, whose birthday is it? Wait a minute. Mike Coffey's birthday tomorrow. Mike Coffey, happy birthday, good sir. And Kenneth, that video right there, that link that I just posted, check that out. I've done Culebra a lot of times. Great airport. Mike Coffey, happy birthday, buddy. Happy birthday tomorrow. Enjoy that. And no worries about Sunday. So I'll post about it in Discord, and if there's enough people that want to do it Sunday early, we can do it. Yeah, Coastal to Monaco. That'd be a great idea. Hans, that's a fantastic idea. Nice to Monaco. Nice is freaking gorgeous in the sim. It really is. It really is. Um, let's see. Year of construction. Hans Boone. What's your year of construction, Mike Coffey? What year were you created? That's so cool. So it might be a little early for the West Coast people Sunday morning, but we could do maybe 11 a.m. You know, something. I'll post in Discord about it. We'll see what people want to do. But an early Sunday stream. Jose, how are you? I don't. I would love to see Ponce. I would love to see Ponce. My wife has friends there, or my wife actually has family in Ponce. Um, I will have to look out Ponce scenery. I'll have to look at that. That's one of those that I'm surprised hasn't come out earlier. But all right, cool guy. 1967, Mike Coffey. All right. Well, happy birthday, good sir. Happy birthday. Yeah, Kenneth, I found that approach on I watched some guy do it in real life, and I was like, oh, I gotta try that. Yeah, they did make him sturdy back then. All right, if you guys want to do it, I'm good. I'm good. Montpellier and East. All right. All right. So I will post in the Discord, and we will do that this Sunday early. Jose, I will definitely check that out. I will definitely check that out. And Jose, I apologize for running just when you come in, but I gotta head out here, gentlemen. Jose, join the Discord if you'd like. It was good to see you. We'd love to have you join us for more streams. If you want to fly with us, come out and come flying with us. Um, and to the rest of you, I appreciate it, gentlemen. Thank you so much for everybody coming out. I appreciate it. Had a really good flight today, and yeah, looking forward to Europe on Sunday. So I hope you guys have a great Friday night. Hope you have a nice start to the weekend, and we'll talk about Sunday. All right, all right, gentlemen. Take care, everybody. We'll talk soon. All right, Buckman. Take it easy. You too, Hans. All right, Jim. Appreciate it. Good to see you guys.